Alrighty then. Welcome back, YouTube. This is the Tempest Sage here once again. It's a bit weird coming back to this again. I think I made the same comment when I recorded episodes again, but for reference, I think the last episode that I uploaded of this series specifically was 2 weeks ago, because I'm currently recording this on August 31st. Yes, I'm dating this video. Shut up. But yeah, you can probably tell, obviously, since I'm also on the title screen, this is a new recording session. Yeah, I haven't recorded or uploaded specifically this in a while. I've actually been uploading Monster Hunter Sunbreak group hunts with my friends, as well as, I believe when I'm recording this on Friday, I should have the second part of the Splatoon 3 World Premiere Splatfest going up. But let's not talk about other stuff. Let's talk about, you know, the actual game. So last time I believe we did the 3 mini games here. I thought there'd be more, but we'll be getting more of those until we finish the adventure mode. Let me check. Is there anything I can get in the shop right now? I could actually get the... cattails if I wanted to. Did I really want... I think I'll save for that seed slot upgrade though, so let's jump back into the adventure. Because I'm actually quite close to the end, and I would like to not end this series, like, just have it kind of rot without at least finishing the adventure mode. Oh, right. These assholes. So the game's gonna kind of force us to use the split piece for this level. So that's kind of not fun. I think I'll just take... I don't really need anything because it's just standard and cone zombies, so they're not too threatening. So we should be fine. Just like pretty basic stuff. I don't even need to worry about the... don't even really need to worry about bringing like fog management flowers. Maybe I shouldn't bring the pit mushroom. And thankfully also those Dagger Zombies, obviously, since they can't... oh, right. Whoops. They kind of need ground to dig through, so they can only appear on the land tiles. So that also makes these guys kind of inconsequential. Also, there's a later plant we'll be getting that will basically invalidate the split piece quote-unquote utility. So yeah, it's been quite some time since I've actually recorded other episodes of this. I think, at the time... I don't know where I was going in the sense. I think stuff came up, and I started to try and consistently upload videos, as hopefully you've been seeing. What I've been trying to do is just upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Surprisingly, I think my first Monster Hunter video, which was the, aside from the hammer video, which at least is panning out better view-wise. So it was a pretty bad one. Also, I got no likes. Well, there's 1 like now. Unfortunately for me, those like 1 to 2 likes I get in my videos are just from my friends, which is kind of unfortunate. But hey, at least I'm at 15 subs now. Granted, those are my friends, but at least it's something. And I know my friend, I haven't mentioned this before, where he, I think he mentioned this to me last night, actually, after we were done talking, about how usually the hardest bit of subscribers to get is at, like, the first 100 or so. It starts to get a bit better. Ooh, present. Oh, puzzle mode. Oh, we can actually do that now. I forgot there's a puzzle. That's a very arbitrary time to get it. Oh, I hear him. I think I hear Digger. Yeah, there he is. He's diggy hole. And, you have a split piecer. Yeah, oh yeah, they're also dizzy for a brief moment. Do they just have the standard... okay, they seem to be a bit tankier than regular zombies, but they're not really... yeah. I know there's a later shroom we unlock, I think called the Magnet Shroom, that basically will just like perma destroy those guys. Like, it's pretty much a hard counter to them. Okay, this was a really short level. I'm not even 5 minutes in. Actually, we're like just hitting 5 minutes, and this level's already done. I think that really goes to show how easy this level. How usually the game kind of is the whole principle of like introducing a mechanic to the player in a very safe environment. There's very little risk, but then we're slowly ramping it up. So in our case, that's introducing the Dagger Zombie in this version, where it's just like, you know, your basic zombies. Then the Daggers are like the new kid on the block. Oh, of course, this guy shows up on a row that has no protection. But yeah, as you can see there in motion, he starts going back. He goes from left to right and starts eating the plants backwards, basically. Which can get pretty dicey, especially since they can go for your sun-producing flowers very quickly. How does the hit mushroom work? Okay, it works the same way. Man, like, well, don't they have to, like, eat it first? Instead of walking into it, but just then, I guess, making contact applies is the same principle. I'm gonna actually lose. Oh, this is very goofy. There we go. I was a little scuffed. Ooh, we get Starfruit next. These can be kind of interesting. Do they shoot stars? Shoot stars in 5 directions. Okay, so yeah, we're getting buckets, we're getting jacks in the box, jack in boxes, we're getting diggers now, so a little more challenging. The only, wait, I'm getting conehead duckies. That's a sentence. That just sounds really funny out of context. Let's do... Actually, I think what's a neat tech we can do with the potato mines is actually set them up. Like, and I think diggers can just die to potato mines, I'm pretty sure. Don't really need the kelp. Let's go for... Don't really need cherry bombs, honestly. Well, let's go for the starfruit, I guess, why not? I'm thinking like so hard. I'll take a doom shroom. Those are fun. As usual, very cheap offense. Because, you know, the puff shroom is busted. I think I put them like right here at the edge. There we go. I think what might be property of the starfruits is that they can like... I don't know if their multiple hits can like intersect with one another, like if 2 of their star shots hit like the same zombie. I mean, I really cannot see where the... I may place them like here. In the looks of things. We start filling in the pool. I want to start filling in. Let me get a couple more sunshrooms first. I heard someone just like chew a single like bit of a mushroom and then just died. Okay, that is not good. Maybe we should have brought like a walnut or something. Maybe not. I should not have planted one of those there. Okay, we're starting to get some big boy sun now. Yeah, you see like that, they do this sort of motion where they hit behind them and then like diagonally and directly above them, directly below them. Seems to be what it is. I think they're kind of short range from the looks of it. We started laying out some split peas to make sure. I think I accidentally. Good job, me. I accidentally dug up my stupid. The starter I immediately put down. I am smart. I'm gonna cry if like the first one that shows up is like right here. One of these two rows. Don't hear one right now. So that's at least good. So that means I can at least start getting full coverage on the map now. Get out of here. Your bucket. This is a bucket. Dear God. It also contains a bucket. Oh, that is in fact a bucket. And that is a Jack-in-the-Box. Now I really wish I brought some means. I think he's down. Yeah, okay, he was down there. Time to spam starfruits. Oh, there's a digger. That's also kind of nice with starfruits, is they kind of, since they can hit behind themselves as well. So they can kind of function as a replacement to this, to the split pea in that way. Alright, that just about does it with this level. There's another digger. Very nice, that one's down. Some pretty with some with our sun. I maybe we should not have done that. I'll get just a bit more sun, so just nuke back here with a Doom Shroom. I can just put a squash down and just have a Doom Shroom at the ready. And you are dead now. Goodbye. Oh, that's not good. Okay, place random plants in the block. Okay, we were good. We're good. Nothing has died, so we're fine. As I proceed to recline in my shirt. And we get, ooh, the pumpkin. This is an interesting one. Basically, it functions as just like a barrier for your plants. Okay, good. Off. Right. I was getting slightly paranoid about my audio right now, so ignore me. Oh no, Pogo Zombies. Although again, this is another one of those like introducing a new enemy type. Give me a second. Let me go check my recording to make sure it's good. Okay. I had a mini panic attack there for a second because I thought I did not get any of my commentary. Thank God I did, actually. I went to go check the track in Vegas because doing it the other ways I've tried to don't work and don't only for some reason play the game audio track. I was very spooked by that, but thank God it is actually bothering you to play. Alright, what level are we on? Let me break this again. 4-8. I'm just gonna cut this out. Alright, so this one should be surprisingly short. Pogo Zombies. Again, we thankfully don't have to deal with any of the, like, crazy stuff right now because they're just giving us the introduction to Pogo Zombies. Now, well, I would grab the cattails, but, like, they're incredible. They're only useful for these last, what, two levels because 10 is a conveyor level, so we don't get those. And 8 and 9 are the only two levels these will be the cattails be useful in, so I'm just gonna not use them. So bring our usual bullshit. I guess I could show the pumpkins. I'll bring the starfruit plus the pumpkin. I guess blower? Yeah, blower could be fine. So the pumpkin basically gives a barrier to your plants. Don't know exactly by how much damage they take, but basically it gives them sort of like a shield around them. And I think there's a shop upgrade you can get later, where you can basically repair pre-existing walls by just placing a copy of it over itself. So like, for example, if I had this pumpkin, and if I had like a walnut and it was damaged, I could just place another walnut on top of it. Which is a pretty useful upgrade. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have brought tall nuts. I really should have brought tall nuts. But I'm stupid. I just realized this. Because the Pogo Zombies get invalidated by the tall nuts. You know what? Screw it. I'm keeping this in. You know, it's a good thing I actually brought the blowers for this then. And I bet you they're not gonna show up until like the wave of this level. I bet you. Or, you know, in my friend Ivan's words, I will bet these 5 air molecules. And probably 2 air molecules. Let me put my phone on my lap because I have it on vibrate right now because I don't want just me talking and then immediately just start hearing Space Boy from Initial D. Also, I don't want to get my video freaking like content ID by Apex because they're fucking bitches when it comes to copyright. Because I bet you look up pretty much any Eurobeat song on YouTube, and you will likely see one of them have the content ID in the description showing what song it is, because Avex is a fucking hound when it comes to that shit. Which is frankly unfortunate. Let me blow over here and say I have the resources. Man, it's nice seeing be able to see the full screen again. I think I made the same observation when I first got the blowover. I was like, oh, thank God we got this so early. Okay, there's our first Pogo Zombie. Screw you. I don't want him to. I don't have to deal with him. And I'm pretty sure the even worse part about these guys is they can just skip over anything. They're not like the javelin zombies or like or any of those zombies that like they're not like the javelin zombies where they just burn their pogo stick like once. Nope, pretty sure they can just do it as much as they want. Alright. Again, more mushroom spam because mushrooms are busted in this game. I'm not even really using my star fruits. I say as I place one down. Can we put them? Okay, no, you can't put them on water plants by default from the looks of it. Actually, we'll have just enough. I actually did not need the star fruit for this level at all. I want to save, but I could just put this right here to just show how the Pogo Zombie functions. They just whoop, jump over, just keep jumping. Oh, they have a limited number of charges. Huh, interesting. I guess that's 3 jumps maybe. But just to show, yeah, this is how the that's how the pumpkin functions. Basically, like, you put the shield up for the plant that's inside. It's basically surrounds the plant with a shield. So it's pretty nice. That way you don't have to like actively carry barrier plants and basically make another plant function as a barrier. Where are the... There we go. Oh, yeah, let's go. This is like one of my favorite plants in the game, the maggot shroom. Use helmets and other metal objects from zombies. This is a very good plant, as you can probably tell. Because, yeah, those bucket heads and those Pogo Zombies, we can just say fuck them and just use this on them, which is amazing. So let's bring our usual stuff again. And let's bring our handy-dandy new magnet shroom. Let's bring the tall nut since we need that. Let's bring the starfruit and the squash, my usual setup. Which is the place that file? Oh right, thank you game for letting me know that actually. So I'm actually gonna take just the blower instead of the starfruit. Maybe not the tall nut, but actually I don't even need. You know what? Not. Ah yes, I will look at the almanac. I'm just gonna restart and not pick the tall nut because the tall nut kind of just deals. And I think the balloon zombies can probably fly over the tall nuts anyways. So I'm just gonna do this instead. And I like squash. Squash is pretty good. And I'll take over. I have one more slot. Yeah, pumpkin. Why not? Alrighty. Yep, those zombies are in fact coming. And this episode is gonna pan out much quicker than I expected, considering we're already on 4-9. And I haven't even like I didn't even like actually talk about the game for most of this, rather than just divulging into tangents. Because I know, like, I think episode 6, aka Issues at the Pool, for the people that want context on that, I think I may have briefly mentioned it, and it's kind of apparent if you watch most of that video. I ran into a lot of a lot of technical difficulties in that episode, because that was when I was still suffering the weird, like, video encoding errors during that session, specifically, where I had to, like, stop recording 3 different times. I even, like, think I remember I like briefly stopped in the middle of one of the last third of that episode when I was like I paused the game and I was looking at OBS and being like, stop taking up like 60% of my CPU and giving me like lag in the actual recording. Stop that. And I waited for it live. Well, live in the context of the recording, but like while I was recording, I was waiting for the thing to stop doing that so I could finish the freaking episode. So yeah. I'm still very surprised at how well specifically episode 6 is doing. Like, it's on the same level as it's like as close as like the first 2 episodes. Actually, speaking of other videos, my Xeno Hunt video is doing surprisingly well, and I think at the time of recording also I'm gonna put down the Magnet Room here since we have the resources. It's also fairly cheap, it's only 100, and wow, that I did not notice how fast that recharges. That is very quick. So whenever we actually run into something, I'm gonna save Sun for a Blover. Or a for a Blover when I hear a Balloon Zombie. I'm surprised I haven't heard any yet. What did I put there? Say as like no balloons have shown up yet. Get all my mushrooms. Kill all of them. Kill every last one of them. So, likely we'll start seeing the... Alright, there's a balloon zombie. I just heard one. There's 2 actually. Get out of here. I'm surprising we're not seeing any metal zombies, like any pogos or any anything of that sort. I'm just gonna wait for him to kind of coast a little bit towards halfway, and I'll blow over him. I'll do that right now, actually. Thank you for your 10 cents. Thanks for the dime. Alright, now they're trying to come out of the woodwork. Thankfully, since the frickin' mushrooms are so efficient, I just have sun coming out of my ears. That's okay, that's a phrase. I don't know if I want the sun coming out of my ears. I know Solaire from Dark Souls would like that. Sorry, he wants to be grossly incandescent. I actually don't know too much about Dark Souls myself. I have like vaguely like some of the things and about like Solaire, like, you know, praise the sun and all that stuff. I don't actually really follow Souls myself. I actually remember in a recent job interview, it was over Zoom, and the person I was talking to actually saw, like, in my background I have like a actual like metal Hylian shield in the background. And we kind of like briefly divulged into talking about video games for like a little bit. Probably one of the more pleasant interviews I've had. Alright. Is it a range thing? I'm gonna presume it's a range thing because since there's a bucket zombie here. Yeah, okay, and actually tuning a lily pad. So when he gets close enough. You see there if the game will do it. There we go. Okay, it's actually a fairly close range that you need to be. But you'll see there that the Magnet Room stole the bucket off of that bucket zombie. And what's nice is they actually do regenerate. They don't just like die after they steal a metal item. These are very good as just like an anti as just a means to I can't speak as per usual. They're good for the Dagger Zombies because you can just put them very close to like your sunflowers and just steal their helmets when they get close enough. You can be more aggressive. Usually, I think even when I was younger, I always put my magnet shrooms kind of here, like next to to replace 2 of my sunflowers. I usually set up this way. We could probably place them more aggressively like this, like that. That'd actually be a smarter play now that I realize they're much more short range than I remember them being. Or you can also just put, like, for the pumpkins, you also just put, like, a pumpkin husk down and then just do this. You don't have to, like, put them down in a specific, like, formation. So let me be a bit more aggressive with my magnets. There we go. You see, those 2 guys are gone. I'm just gonna swash this guy. There we go. Let me go over just in case. I think there were, in fact, some guys. Some balloon boys. No relation to a balloon boy from FNAF. That is a very specific reference I did not think I would see myself making. I don't really care about FNAF too much. I remember now I'm just reminded of that one like really like a meme fan game called like Five Nights at Fuckboys that was like made in RPG Maker. Those are so funny. Maybe I'll play those at some point on the channel. Like I have no real attachment to FNAF at all, but maybe. I think I played the first 2 games, if I recall. And we get a note. Hello, this is your mother. Please come over to my house for meatloaf. Leave your front door open and your lawn unguarded. Sincerely, Mom, not the zombies. Oh boy. Why are you getting so dark all of a sudden? This can't be good. Oh well. Hope it's about the night. I forgot this was how this level worked. Yep, it's a thunderstorm. Alright. So you only get temporary visibility, obviously, during... Oh, that is not good. Is there just no music playing? Also, this is not good. I'm getting, like, no offensive plants right now. Stop giving me blowovers, game. Okay, this is actually kind of tense because there's just thunder and no actual, like, music. This is weirdly, like, unsettling, actually. Okay, game, stop giving me magnet shrooms. It's like a star fruit, though. I prefer something a bit more offensive. Come on, give me another blade pad. Another split pea is kind of nice just to stop those diggers. It's probably best to use the mid lanes as like a means to stop. I'm gonna need to do this offensively like this. Together, okay, we're safe from I think at least on the main land rows, at least. I think I'll put this here. I'll put that magnet back there just in case of miners. Okay, let's do this here. Come on. Come on. Gonna do this. Oh, this is not good. Okay, good. Those guys are down. or the amount of split peas is kind of hilarious. The magnitude, that's good, I guess. I'll put one back here just to assist that other one. But this is like weirdly tense. Just because of the lack of music. Alright, first big wave. Get rid of them. Good, manager and got rid of that guy. More of them. Get out of here. Do I really need to use these when I have the cacti? Also, I can just... Oh, the Jack in the Box died already. So yeah, those Jack in the Boxes, yeah, they're also vulnerable to the Magnet Room. That's a recurring theme, as you can tell, with the Magnet Rooms, is they're just used to deal with some of the most annoying zombies in the game. If anything, well, it can't be that good, because, like, you can only use them in the day levels, in the night levels, right, because they fall asleep during the day. Well, yes and no. There's a plant, well, I think I've mentioned this way earlier when we first started. Oh, hey, look, the miner zombie lost his pickaxe, so now he was forced to resurface there. As you briefly saw. And now he's dead. Good. Well, yeah, I guess he's super dead, because he died while he was dead, technically, because he's undead. Now he's just super dead. Oh, I did not mean to blow over there. Or at least I have 8 blowover. Alright, now we proceed to just spam the fuck out of plants now. I guess I was more used to this one. I thought this was much harder than when I was a kid. But admittedly, the cacti are actually kind of coming clutch since they're free. I don't have to worry about, like, actually setting them up myself. Can I get Thunderstrike, please? Thank you. We're almost done. And this should be the last one. This should be like 30 minutes, based on my guesstimate. And goodbye. The absolute carnage of all these plants is hilarious. Okay, this was, yeah, a pretty easy one. I was just kind of really spooked because of the lack of music. Alright, and we get this guy, the Cabbage Bolt? I'm pretty sure it's Cabbage Bolt. Alright, and I'm gonna end this recording here, and I will see you guys again for the last major level of the game. See you guys then. Take care.